Am I live yet? Yes, okay, we're live. Okay, what's up, YouTube? Welcome, Outcast here. I'm doing my driving career here. It's a no assist career. I don't know, I'm halfway through it-ish. I figured I'd start chunking these down into videos that I can put on YouTube, and I'm going to be having kind of a follow along with my sort of racing journal. I figured it's easier to just live stream them and just export them to YouTube. So that's sort of the plan. You can kind of follow along if you'd like. I'm going to try to sort of keep my camera and my narration to a minimum. Just a no assist tough career, basically. Like I said, difficulty at 108, no assists. I'm kind of in the middle of the season. We're doing well with regards to our contract. I don't think I'm very far along with the car. I've sort of let the team handle everything, essentially. So as long as they're not messing with the brakes, I think I'll let the team sort of get me where I'm going. I'm really focused on sort of making this a driver's career. We're on the practice components at the moment, and as you can see, the goal for this season or next season is to get into the Red Bull. I'm driving for the Racing Bulls right now alongside ARVID LINDBLAD. And the goal really is to get into Isaac Hadger's car, which, interestingly enough, he's one of the closest championship rivals this season. Along with Carlos Sainz, I'm sort of dancing with the idea of getting ahead of Carlos Sainz, but he's driving amazing right now. He's like consistently top 10. Likewise, with the Constructors Championship, we're P6, just ahead of, well, not just ahead of, far ahead of Alpine. We're the kind of the best of the rest. And again, sort of toying with the idea of challenging Williams, but we need both cars to be scoring consistently, which has been a problem for me as well as ARVID LINDBLAD. He's gotten a few points here and there. I've gotten a few points here and there, but I'm starting to sort of get my consistency down, if you can kind of see my results across the season so far. So this should be interesting. Hungary is where we are now. And so that's just basically where where we are right now in the season. So challengers we need to watch out for, again, Sainz, Hadger, Albin, ARVID LINDBLAD, and that's basically it. We're just trying to work our way into that Red Bull and challenge Max Verstappen eventually. Yeah, so yeah, that's going to be enough for me. I'm going to sort of vocalize my most immediate sort of objectives and reasoning, but I'm going to try to keep the vocals to a minimum. I'm going to turn the camera off and just sort of enjoy this from a driver's perspective. So thanks if you're still sticking around and chilling. Let me know in the comments, like, if there's anything I could improve, like driving wise or anything. It'd be cool to get kind of a commentary going, so like I'm actually learning from this. We're all kind of learning from this, maybe. But yeah, so I'm going to turn my camera off and we're going to hop into this career. For Hungary, I'm going to go on the balanced tire allocation. I think I'm going to end up doing medium to hard. I know this track fairly well, and I'm not... Oh.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us, and the track action will be getting underway very shortly. I've got Anthony Davidson, Naomi Schiff alongside me. Before we focus on that, Naomi, I'd just like us to consider some of these big rumours that are circulating at the moment about driver moves up and down the paddock. Just how distracting is it to focus on putting in strong performances at the same time as negotiating the future?
Well, it can be a really big distraction, particularly for the drivers who are out of contract at the moment. And for them, it's going to be the challenge of managing what they're doing off track and compartmentalizing that from what happens on track, because we know that this next decision in their career is going to be a big one. So that can put a lot of pressure on your shoulders, but you don't want that to put so much pressure on your shoulders that you start overdriving, making mistakes, because you know in this sport you can go from hero to zero in an instant.
Easier said than done, Anton. As we pass by a driver now who's considering their future, even if you've got a contract, they're not necessarily even worth the paper they're written on. You've got to keep putting in really big, impressive performances.
It's an industry that demands perfection from not just the team, but the drivers as well, first and foremost. So if you start to relax in any way, even if you have a multi-year deal in place, like you say, not worth the paper it's written, because you can be kicked out before you know it. If the performances start to slip, the team will have their eye on you straight away and you'll be out the door.
So no room for complacency. Let's see who can put in some big performances on track today. All the action up next. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, here we are. Looks like we're gonna have rain in practice 1, so we might skip ahead to practice 2. Yeah. If you're still watching and still wondering what's going on, I'm doing at least one practice session where I'm actually going to take the car out, practice, figure out a setup. Then we're going to do one short oh my gosh. Then I'm going to do one short qualifying session, and then we'll do the race. AI is using 3838. Yeah, I'm going to keep the fronts a little bit higher just to get a baseline. And we'll keep these pretty high too. And we're going to take out the softs for a race strategy, get an idea tire wear
There'll be a lack of
pace.
rubber out
Get a
the
bit
track,
of
so take it easy
practice
for the
in.
first couple of laps.
Car feels heavy.
Yep.
Lost the mirror.
Program complete. A job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
That's not bad on the tires. I don't think. They're soft.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Left side's hotter. And more worn. Oh! Fully locked up. Tire life better than expected. That's a good sign. Fuck, the car honestly feels good. Okay. I'm gonna do race strategy again in the mediums. And I'm gonna try the I'm gonna try the medium ERS setting for this one as well, see where my battery's at. Okay. Left a lot on the table there. Norris, you're out of your mind. Almost pulled a Yuki Tsunoda there.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. You got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Front right needs to be much warmer. Box the slap.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
That did help with some of the tire wear. Appreciate that, Bardo. What's up, dude? Well, in both cases we were doing better for tire life, so this is good. Front right is way too cold. Did you qualify for Melbourne? I'm on a steering wheel. If you're watching this on YouTube, just so you know, I'm live streaming this on Twitch, and then I just sort of export it over to YouTube. So sometimes you'll hear me interacting with my chat if I'm lucky enough to have anybody watching. Right now I've got Beardo. Oh, sorry, dude, if that's embarrassing. I'm on a steering wheel. I'm on a Logitech G Pro. I'm curious about front roll bar. I'm curious about boosting that, but I don't want to deal with the oversteer later in the race, so I think I'm going to be okay there. We'll do 50, 54, 55, 40. I think we're going to be good there. All right. And maybe we'll take a peek at where we're quick and where we're slow. Wow, tied for first place in first sector. Oh my gosh. 3/10 off sector, the best sector 2. 1/10 off of the best sector 3. So things looking good, actually.
What an incredible practice session. The fun
How about you, Beardo? Are you on controller or are you on wheel? We'll move on to qualifying. You're on a controller? You just started playing recently? Oh my gosh. It's so much fun. They did it really well so that, like, you can still have tons of fun and be competitive with a controller. But it is quite a different experience with an actual steering wheel. It's fun as hell. Yeah, it's like almost not even a video game. It's like a different experience. And we're going to move on to a single short qualifying session and then the race. Let's throw on our race components. And we'll move on. Is there anything you're enjoying or anything you're struggling with in particular?
It is time for the drivers to dance on the edge. You are never resting. You are never still in qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix right here at the Hungaroring.
I interrupted Alex. Okay. We got 3 sets. I think we're good like this. Yeah. You're still finding your AI level? Yeah. Have you played any of the other F1 games, or is this your first one? This season I'm doing my difficulty levels at 108. That's, I think, my max at the most right now. I found learning the games that you get to a level 100 is like pretty difficult, but for some reason the level from 99 to 100 is a much smaller step than from 100 to 101. 100 to 101 is I found a very big step. And 102 is a very big step. 103 is a very big... So I've kind of, like, progressed a little bit. I'm at 108 is kind of my max now that everything seems fair. So, yeah. Anyway, you got me monologuing here. I'm going to miss out on my qualifying lap.
Standing by.
I'm going to try not to push the car too much this first lap. Just let the tires do their work. We'll start pushing the car around second lap, third lap. on the table there. Too slow. We're ahead of our teammate though, so I think if I clean up turn 1.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Weather report.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
Okay. Was a little fast. Okay. So ARVID Lindblad went out and did do his lap, and I ended up ahead of him, so that's good. Because if I can clean up that first sector, I'll be in pretty good shape, I think. Ooh, I'm very close. Sector 1. Skip ahead a little bit to our last lap.
Checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
be able to warm up my tires. Damn it. Well, there goes that lap. We're starting at the back. That's not good. Tried to throw it around too hard. That is not flat out in this game, in this DLC. It's not great. I mean, I lost 2 positions to my banker lap, but that's a shame. That's a shame.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Isaac Cadra up in P6, Signs in P10, but I still managed to beat my teammate, so it's the one positive.
Button, Hill, Alonso and Kovalainen, the names of the drivers who had their breakthrough in Budapest, winning their first Grand Prix right here. "14 corners then for our drivers to navigate at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring today. It's 6 lefts and 8 rights to comprise a lap here, with an average speed around 120 miles an hour, and the final corner, a favourite of Esteban Ocon, given that he exited it and won his first Grand Prix here. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Norris, Max Verstappen, and Hadjar, Antonelli, Russell, Sainz, and Pierre Gasly, Alonso, Bortoletto, Nico Hülkenberg, and Behrman, Bottas, Wilson, ARVID Lindblad, and Sergio Perez, Albon, Ocon, Stroll, and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Welcome to the commentary box overlooking the circuit. I'm Alex Jakes, and joining us for the race today is Naomi Schiff. I love this moment in the weekend. Put us in their shoes right now. What are they feeling on the grid?
It's a very special time for the drivers. It's almost like everything around you slows down and you become hyper aware. So your nerves slightly go up, your adrenaline's going up. It's the perfect time to start focusing on your visualizations and preparing for the race. So you want to avoid distractions and really stay cool, calm, and focused.
You're going to have to push early on if you want to have any chance of beating your results from last race. Good luck.
This was the plan all along. All right, let's get ahead. Set up the car for the race. Go. Shit. Behrman? catching up. Falkenberg slid. I have more pace than this.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Interesting. Falkenberg's really struggling. Almost had him. Sick dive, yeah. Losing time behind them. Didn't gain enough on him. They slow down so much on the apex, and the dirty air just takes you out. Oh shit. I lost the rear. Tires are starting to get squirrely. Dirty air.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one.
He's pushing.
Way to go in this race, boys, so keep your heads down.
Oh, the lock up in the dirty air. Oh god. Not good. think I'm overheating the tires. I'm overdriving now. Just fucking lost it right there. Tires are overheating. Can't get the power down. Oh, Gasly had a moment. No. 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 I can't believe I didn't hit the wall there. I don't know how he has grip after that turn. This battle is holding up the whole field. Tires overheated. Almost lost the rear again. struggling with the car now. Oh my gosh, why? I don't know why I couldn't brake for turn 1 there. That was weird.
You should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes.
Really struggling now.
Okay, Arvid, coming in for a stop now. We're going to box this lap and push hard on the inside.
Yeah, for what I don't know why, but I can't brake for turn 1. I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking to do one more lap.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
That's better. Excellent. They're all fighting. They're all stuck fighting each other in that traffic. I'm gonna do one more lap. Go ahead, bud. Yeah, this lap I got a box. What's up, Padjar? this lap?
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Can't get the power down.
Okay, don't worry about
Okay.
that target for now. Let's just focus on this pit stop.
Let's go.
Look after these tyres now and we'll finish the race with this compound.
Tires are cold. Driver in front.
Okay, Bortoletto is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead, 1.9 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Time last lap, 1:21.2.
.6 ahead. That dirty air. Fuck. Letting a rival pie. Driver in front.
Okay, that's Perez just ahead. Let's push. Tyre condition still looking good.
Let's keep it up. Driver in front.
Stroll ahead and gap to the car in front. 1.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. And the time last lap, 1 minute 20.6. Okay, so you're gaining by 8 tenths. 8 tenths.
Getting it done. Should I have to give that back? I don't think so. I touched like a pixel of him. It's not like I punted him out of the way. He was squirrely all over the straight. I'm keeping this. I do have a little bit of damage now. Yep, that's my mistake. Being a little too over-aggressive. Clearly got pace here, guys. we couldn't hold it. Oh yeah, that little bit of damage has really changed how the car feels. Especially through these slow, kind of winding corners. Jeez, he had like... He almost like brake checked me there. Alonso's 13 seconds ahead. 5 laps, never gonna happen. That front end does not want to work. I'm all over the place. 1 second per lap still isn't going to be enough.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
No points today, it seems. cars everywhere after all that damage. So this was not the strategy.
Okay, mate, that still wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid. But look, let's move on. We head down and chin up and focus till the end of the race.
Man, I'm 11 seconds off of points. That's so bad. P11.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Oh boy. Well, I might have gotten points if I didn't make at least one mistake. I made one mistake too many. Oh. I think
a great way to turn the situation around. And you know what they say? It's not about how you fall off the horse, it's about how you get back on it. And today, they've done a great job of turning the page and rectifying their wrongs.
Yeah, I felt like I had the pace. I felt like I had a good strategy, and I just...
It will be a moment to reflect, to gather their thoughts, and to enjoy all of their hard work on the podium. And how about this for our winner today, Oscar Piastri.
Could honestly probably bring the wings down on the rears to 40. Honestly, could probably get away with it. 42. Get a little more top end.
I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Well, didn't make any points to Isaac or Sainz. Man. We did finish in front of our teammate, though. That's... Albin down in P19. Yeah, so that's the fun of it, I guess. Started P16. Got a horrible start. That was mistake number one. Horrible, horrible start. Barely made any positions. Had to keep it clean. Ended up getting up into P15. This felt comfortable. Everything felt good. I was really kind of disappointed I didn't get at least 2 more cars there. But, you know. Lap 9. It's probably the move on Bortoletto at the end of turn 1. He had such straight line speed, those Audis. Oh my gosh, yeah, I had to whip around the outside of them. See, I had pace. I just kept making mistakes, kept overdriving, got damage on my wing there, you could see. So, yeah. Stuck behind the Alpine. It'll dive down the inside. Then after my pit. Oh, is this the double overtake? Here we go. Woo! Beautiful. I'll take that all day. This one I was just... Man, sometimes they'll just slam the brakes on, though, like, when they're side by side, so it's so scary. Right there, we tapped, I think, Behrman. That caused us a little bit of damage. Yep, you can see now there's clearly damage on the wing now. Yeah. Shoot. That double was great, thanks. Yeah, I ended up P11. Damn it. Well, anyways. My fastest lap was, well, we were faster than the Aston Martin. Fuck. Alrighty. Well, that was Hungary. We still did better than a teammate, so, you know, it's good for our contract. But we could have done better. I had some pace there. Shoot, if I didn't make some mistakes. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see if I get a meeting or not. I'm not expecting one, especially after that performance, but you know, I've been putting in some decent performances lately, so I'm hoping for a meeting with Red Bull. Secret meeting. Okay. Secret meeting. Please be Red Bull. We've already been approached. I was already approached by Alpine and Haas. I turned them both down. Oh, please be Red Bull. Red Bull! Oh my god, it's happening! Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Continue talks, of course.
Been scouring the socials and asking around, and I'm delighted to say that the team are none the wiser about us chatting with anyone else. And the meeting went well, too. I know. I'm amazing. You're welcome.
We'll keep the tires below 120. We'll reach a top speed. There's nothing for that. We can do that easy, and let's do that. We're doing good on the contract still. We're doing well there. No worries. In fact, hopefully we get that Red Bull seat. That's sort of the whole plan. So that was a big day, honestly. Still too far behind Signs to kind of realistically mount a fight. I mean, realistically, yes, we're in the fight, but he's driving so well right now, man. And that Williams is not reflective of real life Williams, or maybe it is, and he's just dragging it around because Albin is down. Where is Albin? He's in 11, so he's not too far away. Yeah, the season results. I'm starting to get a little bit more consistent with where the car actually is, but man, yeah, I keep missing out on these opportunities. So many mistakes. Yep, we're just gonna have to do better. That's the only way to do it. But yeah, we'll start the season break, and we'll be back for the Netherlands. Anyways, if you stuck around this whole time, thank you so much. I'm gonna end up probably recording the Dutch Grand Prix tomorrow, and I'll get it online. Thank you for the follow, Beardo. I just saw that. I don't know why it didn't come up. But thank you so much. Oh shit, there it is. Thank you so much, We72 as well, for the follow. Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, it didn't go as well as I thought, but we did get a meeting with Red Bull, so anyways, we'll see how it goes next race. If you want to catch next race, guys, maybe give this a like or a follow or a comment or something. You can see when tomorrow's race is out. Anyways, peace. That's gonna be me. Thanks for hanging out.